Hi, good morning, ma'am. My name is John Ixicotizon. Today I'm gonna be presenting about a certain topic that I've actually chose and I really wanted to be addressed, and it's fake news, social media. Well, we all know that social media has been existing for 20 years already, and it has been used for sharing information, interest, expression, and any ideas that can be widely shared. Now, proceeding to our discussion, to my discussion, or to my presentation, I'm gonna be having first at least two keywords that we will encounter along the way. Right now, I have here social media and fake news. So, social media is said to be our interactive digital channels that facilitate the creation and sharing of information, ideas, interests, and other forms of expression through virtual communities and networks. So, what are these examples? One of the examples of social media that we frequently use is Facebook. In Facebook, we are able to post whatever feelings that we feel, the photos. We were able to give comments, and we are able to share as well, right? And we also able to have to post videos and be on live, and people can really see us. And yeah, so fake news is false or misleading information presented as news. So these are the news that aren't reliable and cannot really be um, not good to rely on, right? So moreover, fake news refers to news articles or other items that are deliberately false and intended to manipulate the viewers. While the concept of fake news stretches back to antiquity, it has become a large problem in recent years due to the ease with which it can be spread on social media and other online platforms, as people are often less likely to critically evaluate news shared by their friends as that confirms their existing beliefs. Fake news is alleged to have contributed to important political and economic outcomes in recent years. So yeah, according to my research, that we Filipinos, 70% of the Filipinos are in use to 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 engage the fake news and to easily believe in fake news. So we really have to eradicate that kind of behavior, right? So I do have here at least two examples of fake news, and these are the Senator Laila de Lima's death and COVID-19 microchip implant. So way back in I think this actually happened just lately. Well, people, there is this hearsay that Laila de Lima has already passed away, but then she claimed that the news was fake, right? So from that, many people really believed on that news, but then Laila de Lima confirmed herself that she did not really die or did not really pass away. Alright? So from that, that is a fake news. And secondly, COVID-19 microchip implant. Well, when the COVID-19 started, we all know that there are scientists were able to create or to generate vaccines in order to cure the virus that has been spreading worldwide. But then there's this hearsay and from the people that the Bible says that there's going to be a microchip to be implanted with the human body in order to track everything, its information, and how the person where the person goes, and everything about the information of the person. But then, as for me, as what I've actually searched, is that the microchip thing was just it was just a recorded video from a man, a foreigner, which which really which was really fake news, and has that was recorded 20 years ago. So it is confirmed by an article that the news was actually fake, right? So there is no microchip happening. There's no microchip gonna be implanted to the human body. Okay. All right. Now the thing is how we are going to combat the fake news, right? So I do have at least things, four things to be followed, right, in order to combat fake news. And these are: beware of the problem, think critically, check facts against reliable sources, stop the spread of fake news. Beware of the problem. Many popular sources, particularly online news sources and social media, are competing for your attention through outlandish claims and sometimes with the intent of manipulating the viewer. So, we people, in order for us to forbid or to prevent from fake news, we should always be aware of the problem. We don't really have to rely on what people say towards you, or on what people share, on what the person shared towards you, right? So think critically. Critically evaluate news that you encounter. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is, right? Most fake news preys on our desire to have our beliefs confirmed, whether they be positive or negative, right? So we should not always rely on our feelings. That makes it subjective, right? We should always be objective. We should always believe on the facts that has really happened, or the facts that have really happened. And lastly, third one is check facts against reliable sources. So here, when you encounter a claim in the news, particularly if it sets off alarm bells for you, take the time to evaluate the claim using reputable sources, including library, databases, fact-checking websites like Snopes.com or PolitiFact, and authoritative news sources like the New York Times. Click for instruction or registering an account. And the BBC. While established news sources can also be wrong from the time to time, they take care to do extensive fact checking to validate their article. So that's that's the sources internationally. But here in the Philippines, we can also rely on checking news from any sites from the bigger networks here in the Philippines, like GMA, ABS-CBN, and any other networks that can be entrusted to. So last is the stop the spread of fake news. You can do your part in halting the spread of fake news by not spreading it further on social media, through email, or in conversation. So when you know you yourself that the news are fake, so there's no going, you don't have to like let it continue to be to let it continue to spread, right? To spread widely. And you should start eradicating it right away if you find out that the news are fake, right? So that's it. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good one.